Hey lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Indu. I make videos on beauty and lifestyle related content. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the look that you saw in the intro, that you can basically wear it to Christmas, to New Year's Eve, to wedding, to a party, or if you're someone like me who does not have any invitation to go to, just wear it at home, click some pictures and just have fun. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Firstly, I'm going to start off with priming my face. Actually, I'm going to use this aloe vera gel. I'm going to use very little bit of it. Applying aloe vera gel on your face as a primer helps with the dry patches that you might have, and your makeup is gonna sit very smooth and beautiful. For the actual primer, I'm gonna use this Colorbar Perfect Match Primer Water. So I'm just gonna give it a good shake and spritz it all over my face. I'm just gonna let it dry on my face. It actually absorbs really quickly onto the face and just leaves the face even more hydrated, and I kind of like this primer actually. Alright, so I'm gonna let that primer soak into my skin a little bit. For that, I'm gonna use my foundation. I'm gonna give it a good shake. This is the Maybelline 24-hour Superstay foundation. It is in the shade 128 Warm Nude. So I'm just gonna take very little bit on the fingertips, like this much, and I'm actually gonna prime my lids with it because आज हम लोग आई मेकअप पहले करेंगे. Alright, so there goes the primer. I'm just gonna blend it out using my fingers itself, because when it comes to blending, especially around your eye area, your fingers works really well because our fingers have a little bit of warmth, right? So it helps the foundation or any kind of product blend in very beautifully and seamlessly. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I'm quickly gonna just use this contouring palette and use the banana shade from here. This is the Wet n Wild contouring palette in the shade Dulce de Leche, and just set my eyelid with it. If you don't have something like this, you can also use any kind of white eyeshadow or even whatever powder you use to set your face with. Alright, so that's done. Next, I'm gonna use this shade from the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette. This is like a very warm toned, very beautiful transition shade, and I'm just gonna bring it right on my crease and then just blending it out. I'm gonna take it all the way up till here. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, just on the crease and then just blending it out. Next, I'm gonna move on to the next shade, and for that I'm gonna be using this shade. It is like a mixture between brown and burgundy. It's a very pretty shade. I'm not gonna take it all the way to my inner corners. I'm just gonna apply it till my outer third part of my eyes. I'm gonna create like this kind of an angle over here, and then I'm gonna just blend it out, building up that pigment. And once the blending is done, whatever is left in the brush, with not taking anything extra on it, I'm just gonna take it a little bit on the inner corners. Next, I'm gonna use this highlighter from Nykaa. It's their Nykaa Glow Getter highlighting palette. It's in the shade 24K Glam 01. I'm gonna take this champagne shade from here. I'm gonna use my fingers. If you're not comfortable using your fingers, then you can actually wet your brush with a setting spray and then use it on your eyelids. I'm just focusing it on the inner part of my eyes. I'm not blending it in with the brown shade that we just applied, and I'm also gonna bring it a little bit upwards. And once that is done, I'm gonna take my blending brush and then just blending it out a little bit. The lids are done. Quickly just gonna line my lids, and for that I'm using this good old Lakme Insta liner. I've been actually enjoying this liner recently. The only drawback about this eyeliner is that you have to do a second coat to get like a very potent and dark kind of a eyeshadow. Otherwise, this liner is pretty good and affordable. Alright, after a lot of struggling with the winged liner, I have actually come up to a point where I don't feel like adding a little bit of liner. So I'm just gonna stop it till here, otherwise I'm gonna reach it till my eyebrows, and then also I'll be drawing liner on my eyes. So I'm just gonna stop it till here, and then we're gonna just move on to the base. I'm gonna be using the same foundation. I'm gonna warm it up and then just start applying it. I'm gonna take a little bit of that foundation, and then I'm just gonna apply it a little bit under my eyes. Make sure to be very careful. I mean, if you are doing your base after your eye makeup is done, just be very careful. Otherwise, you're gonna just ruin the effort that you have been doing for hours. Alright, so the blending has been done. Actually, I've been loving not applying too much of powder on my face. This foundation actually sets in pretty well, so during the winter months, I don't think you really need to set your face with a powder. I just apply very tiny bit of powder under my eyes, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. But before that, I'm gonna bronze up my face. And for that I'm using that same bronzing palette, and I'm gonna take the bronzing shade from here, tap it off, and then just apply it. I'm really happy to announce that I have purchased in a blush, so I'm just gonna use it. Actually, I'm using it first time in a video. I have used it in real life, and let me tell you, I am in love with this blush. This is the Colorbar Matte Illusion in the shade Flushed Satin 003. If you are looking for a very natural kind of a blush and that you can also wear it even without a base makeup, just go for it. It gives a very pretty blush to the cheeks. It's just matte, yet it looks a little bit of glowy on the face. Not too much, but it looks very pretty. If you're looking for something like that, just go for it. I don't know if it's visible on the video or not, but it looks very pretty in real life. So the blush has been done. I'm quickly just gonna highlight my face, and for that I'm again using the same highlighting palette. And I'm actually going to be using my fingers for today and just applying it on the high parts of my face. It's a beautiful highlighter. And then I'm going to use my damp sponge, spritz that primer on it, and just tap it all over my face. And see, it gives a very beautiful glow on the face. Looks very pretty, and also melts down all the excess powder that you might have on your face and makes your makeup look even more prettier. I'm gonna take all the creases away and just tap it on that banana shade, very little bit of it, and just applying on this area and taking it down my nose. I'm not taking it till all the way till here. I'm just setting in this area because it's a banana shade, so it will also highlight my under eyes as well. And as usual, I forgot to brush up my eyebrow hairs, so I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna apply a little bit of eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and for that I'll be using that very light transition shade. I don't like using a lot of eyeshadows under my eyes, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of that eyeshadow, and actually I'm gonna use the highlighter on my inner corner as well, the same shade that I used on my lids. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara. Just in case I forget to mention any product details, just make sure to check the description box. There I always include all the details of the product and also the shades of them. I'm just gonna finish the look with some lipstick. I'm actually confused between two of my most favorite lipsticks. One is this Wet n Wild Catsuit liquid lipstick. It is in the shade Give Me Mocha, and this is Maybelline Creamy Mattes in the shade Nude Nuance. So I'm actually confused between these two. I think I'm gonna go with the Give Me Mocha. And that's it for today's video. I know this look is more on the glam side, but stay tuned on my channel because I will be coming up with a very easy and a wearable look that you can actually wear it on a Christmas Eve or New Year's party or wherever you want to go. So just stay tuned for that, and if you like the video then you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.